Welcome back to LETV. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. Let's do this. Right guys, so I'm back and I'm here in Leith at the Mousetrap Bar and I'm with DJ, promoter and bar manager, DJ Beef. Big up, cheers for coming on, man. Been looking forward to this. What a backdrop this one is, man.
Yeah, 80s bar. Well, 80s gaming bar.
This is the Mousetrap Bar on Leith Walk that you manage.
Yeah,
Aye.
the old Volley.
This is your
Volunteer Arms.
This is your baby, eh? Aye. This is the best backdrop we've had for a podcast so far. Like, loving it, and can't come to a bar without having a beer. Cheers.
Not local, but Glasgow. Not Edinburgh.
It's morning time too, by the way.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, we're cracking on
apple
for.
of
It's nearly midday.
went to bed at 6.
Aye.
Up at 9.
Aye, you were. It's your birthday today
Birthday
as well.
as well.
Yep.
4th of
Happy
July,
birthday,
birthday.
DJ Beef. Right. Will we advertise your age?
Yeah, 52.
52.
52.
That's crazy, man. I was just saying, like, no way.
So
Carrying it well, man.
23 years DJing in Edinburgh.
Aye.
So yeah, before that I was as well.
Yeah, man.
Not in a club or a bar. So.
It's crazy. Everybody's getting older, man. It's mad. It's madness. Well, cool, man. Well, we'll just bash on with the first part. I got the introduction bit right, so that's the hard bit. And so, the first part's basically like based on where you were born, where you're from, what you were like as a kid, things you were interested in, your sort of personality. Yeah. So starting off, sort of. So where were you born? Where are you from?
Rosyth,
Ah, cool.
which a lot of people don't know
Aye.
where that is, but just over the water, just over the bridge,
Just over
the
in
dockyards.
Fife.
But yeah, there's nothing there. So I went to school in Dunfermline as well. So Rosyth, Dunfermline is
right.
where I was. But I've always came here.
Aye.
Probably 12.
Aye.
I've been coming here. So 82.
Ah,
I've
cool.
always been in Edinburgh. So yeah.
There you go, man. 82. I was born 82.
82.
There you go.
Because there's nothing there. So
Aye.
I mean, it's a decent place, but there's
So you used to come to
nightclubs
Edinburgh
are
all the
sparse,
time.
pubs are sparse, the jobs are sparse.
Just get
You
on
know
the
what I mean?
bus
So-
through Edinburgh quite a lot
Yeah, yeah,
when you
yeah.
were young. And aye.
Well, I was a biker, so yeah, like
Aye.
BMX. So
Ah, cool.
I came here lock-in track.
Aye.
That's probably my first experience of something.
Just bring your BMX on the bike.
Yeah.
On BMX on the
Livingston.
bus.
Livingston and lock-in track. I remember lock-in track.
Ah, nice,
There
man.
used to be a bike shop here, Scotia BMX, way back.
Ah, cool.
on Leith.
So you're a BMXer, a bike.
So
Aye.
I was always in Edinburgh to go to that shop.
That's quality.
And I would say Underground Solution for records being in the music.
Oh,
so,
aye,
yeah.
aye.
So
Richie
those two
Ruffton's.
shops, yeah.
I mean, Richie Ruffton owned that, eh?
It
Or
was,
did he just manage it and run it?
I can't remember. It was Whiplash Trash. You went
Aye.
downstairs. So you went in the sex shop and then down through
Aye.
a back door.
Yeah. Underground Solution, eh?
So
Aye.
that and the BMX shop.
They used to
That's
do
what
wee
brought me
parties
here.
and that in the shop, eh? And
Yeah.
we like
Yeah.
DJ MC stuff. And
Yeah, I think it was just a storeroom, wasn't it? So
yeah.
or something.
Aye.
And then they rented out to them.
Ah.
But no one knew that was there. You had to have the know.
Legendary, man. Does he still run that?
It's I can't remember who's doing it now, but it's just near the Malt Shovel.
Aye.
It's a DJ shop now.
Aye.
So it's a record shop still, but it's a DJ shop.
got its
Like
own
they've got all the
shop now.
mixers and turntables. They've got everything. Yeah.
Aye.
So if I need something, I can nip there. You can get it. So
Nice. Do you know
it's a
Ruffton?
proper shop.
Do you know him?
Oh yeah.
Aye,
Like before I even DJ'd here, I was coming over to the venue. So and
cool.
he used to run. He was doing DJing in Scratch.
Aye. Oh, Scratch, man. I forgot about all these old names, man.
Venue's gone now. Yeah.
Aye.
I said the venue. Like, it was called the venue. Yeah.
Yeah. Scratch, man. That's
That
old
was like
school.
£10 entry. Nobody quarrelled.
Aye.
No, like I know someone. Like,
Yeah.
And you queued, and they had empty pockets. You had it on the table. Blah blah. Took ages to get in. So yeah.
Aye. Oh man, I
proper
used to
hip-hop
go.
club.
I think I went to Scratch before I rapped. Like, aye. Used to
Yeah,
see
it was
that-
Saturday though. So
Aye.
like, it's not even a shitty night. It's
Oh,
like
it was
Saturday.
amazing. Yeah.
£10. Like Mass Days is there. £10. Jared's there. £10.
He hosted battles and all sorts as well there at
Yeah,
Scratch. Aye.
Yeah, it
man.
was at all mostly skater place. It was everyone had a backpack on, so you got your pint in plastic with backpacks. It doesn't go, so you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's what I remember.
Cool.
That was my first experience.
Yeah.
But aside, there's nothing there.
So did
Like,
you?
birds or nothing.
When did you move from Rosyth to it, like Edinburgh? I take it.
1999, yeah. Like I came through. I got a job. Edinburgh Castle was my first job in it.
Ah, cool.
I've had loads of jobs. I've been like doing tree surgery and doing like I worked in a Husqvarna place.
All
So,
right.
you know, like Flymo is Husqvarna as well. So they had you know the grass cutters. They do like the football pitches and stuff. So we
Ah.
had the contracts for them and came over here. And I ended up doing bikes in there.
Ah, cool.
And going out with the tree guys and doing whatever. And then I've worked in the Recife dockyards for a little bit, and then I ended up coming here
Quite
because
a
I
lot
had to
of
have a job.
hard manual jobs as well, then, eh?
Yeah.
Aye.
Well, I was an iron cocker, river driller, burner,
Aye.
so ICRDB.
Not that
I
running.
even remember that
not-
ICRDB.
Not that running a bar's easy either, though, because from what I hear, you work quite a lot as well, though, eh?
Yeah.
Aye.
I mean, I used to DJ a lot, so
Yeah.
like this, I actually like working here. So
Aye.
this is my logo as well.
I think this is like a wee. I can tell you're comfortable here, eh? This is like
Yeah. I
home
mean,
away from home or something, you know?
obviously, I've got my mum and dad is still in the house. I was born in my house as well. So
Aye. So they're still over in Rosyth.
They're still in the same house.
Aye.
Like I've got three, like 2 sisters and a brother.
I was just about to ask.
But I
Aye.
was actually born in the house. So
Ah, cool. In the house.
yeah,
Aye.
like,
Cool.
Didn't make it.
Aye.
So you know, like the whole like swapping babies and all that. Like I was born in my house.
So your dad must have had a part in that then.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like they just got a house. So yeah.
Cool.
My dad was in the army, and then he was like basically Recife dockyard. I think that's like his first job.
Ah, right.
So he's
aye.
a shipwright.
Aye,
He's
aye.
retired now, but he was a shipwright, and I ended up going there as well.
Ah, cool. Nice. So you went to school in Rosyth and everything. Oh, you went to school in
Camden, yeah. Camden's part of
Dunfermline,
Recife,
aye.
and then high school. So yeah,
Dunfermline and
82,
Rosyth.
so
They're only about like 20 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
Aye.
5 minutes on a bus.
Is it? Ah,
yeah.
right. Aye, cool. Aye.
So you used to go up to. I mean, Dunfermline's nice. But they used to have a glen, which had all the animals and stuff in it. So
Aye.
it was nuts. Like, and then that whole foot and mouth thing that we had, remember, a long time ago. You like
Aye. Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Was
They
that
got rid
around
of
2000?
animals.
Somewhere around there, eh?
Was it
2002.
early in that? I can't remember.
Aye.
Like, I just remember it happened and they got rid of
I
everything.
remember all that. Aye.
So they had like, you know, like sort of a petting zoo kind of area, like goats and donkeys and that. But then they had wild, like all the animals. So they had I don't know what they're called, like monkeys, you know, like about this size, like big ones.
Aye.
So people used to tease them with the sticks and that, you know, through the cages and that. Not baboons, but like big.
Aye.
And then they had marmosets and everything. Like, yeah. So Dunfermline was good then. And
Yeah.
then all the peacocks and just everything. Like, it's
Aye.
nuts.
Aye.
Like for a park, it's a park. It should be here.
Yeah.
If that was here, it'd be amazing.
I love I actually I stay out of town now, and I actually like more the countryside now. I prefer it, but it makes it more fun for coming into the city when you don't live in it anymore. So
Yeah.
like I'm loving being in Leith today and coming to your bar and.
But the whole thing about Dunfermline was, you know, that was it. And then I obviously got into music and stuff, so I started coming here, and then I basically was never there.
Aye.
It was here or Livingston.
Yeah. Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. BMXing
Livingston,
at the
yeah,
park.
yeah.
Aye. Cool. Aye. And that's legendary. That skate park too. They've had like skaters from all over the world come there. Eh?
Yeah. I mean,
Back
when I
in the-
started going there in like 82, 83, like Eddie Fiola, I remember that.
They had big events, eh? Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
But they had like GT was like a big company, and then the best in the world was Eddie Fiola, and we went there. I think we went there knowing, and it was like a holiday, and it was a holiday. It was something to do with Fife. I can't remember what it was, and I remember going there, and we went, "It'll be dead." Going there, and we went there, and there was hundreds of people there.
Yeah.
And we're like, "What the hell?"
Aye.
And it's because all these pros were over, and they're
Aye.
all in Livingston. So
I've seen photos from back in the day and it's like swarmed with people all around the side watching.
That's
like,
the old one. It's bigger now. They've extended it.
yeah.
I used to go there, and then that was it. Like I said, lock-in track. Which, does that even exist anymore? I don't think so.
Right. I'm not even sure about it. Aye.
It's like, the red.
There used to be one at Powder Hall.
Stuff.
Powder Hall used to have a BMX track too. Long time ago.
Yeah. I'm going back. That's 82.
Aye.
I got on the bike in 82.
Yeah.
Everything happened to me in 82.
Aye.
I got my nickname in 82. BMX 82. That's when I got in it, and I got into hip hop in 82.
Nickname Beef.
Yeah.
Which you were explaining earlier. It's quite simple when you were just a kid.
Yeah.
Your name's Stuart.
Yeah.
And you were Stu, so you were Beef Stu.
I was Stu till 12.
Aye.
Just Stu, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, 20 minutes into high school.
Beef Stew.
Beef. Oh, you like stew?
Aye, beef stew. Aye.
Yeah.
And then you became beef, and then you became a DJ and thought, I'll just stick DJ on the front.
Yeah. Simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah, nice one, man.
Keep it simple.
Cool. Well, so you obviously went to school out Dunfermline and everything. And what were you like as a kid? Were you a quiet kid or confident or troublesome?
Really, I was just football.
Aye, into football.
Where I lived is like semi-detached, like 2-story houses. So, and then we had a massive garden, sort of like we're talking about Victoria Park, about that size, about half the size of that, but in my back garden. So I just went through the gate, and then we had that whole area.
Oh, nice.
But it wasn't level. It was like had a slight tip to it, and then no goals or that. So it was just the jumpers,
Aye.
sticks, whatever. And I played football every day.
Yeah.
But our primary school had playing fields, which, probably 2 football pitches size, so you can go there. And that was 5-minute walk from my house. So everyone just played football,
just for fun.
There wasn't much to do.
Did you? Were you really passionate about football, when you were young? Or
well, I never really.
More just for fun, just.
I wasn't born into money or anything, so I never even had computer games and stuff really. Just G1s, like my friend was the first one to get I'm going to name it Spectrum. ZX Spectrums and stuff, and I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Tape deck in.
Yeah, man.
Play, wait till they load up your games.
Aye.
Yeah, Hungry Horse.
My mum and dad eventually got an
Amiga.
Amiga.
I never had any of that. So.
Aye. My mum and dad, my dad's really got an Amiga. A Commodore. Commodore
my mate
Amiga.
got a Commodore 64 as well.
Yeah, that's why I had Commodore 64, Amiga, Commodore.
A proper keyboard.
Yeah, man. Aye.
Not a Spectrum this size.
Joypad, not a proper
keyboard.
On a PC, basically. Aye. And my dad got it because he loved flight simulators. And then he got that because he just loved sitting. He'd be flying about the world, just flight simulators, And then, but when he got that, I was buying Lotus racing games and all sorts of stuff, man.
Tried to think of Commodore games, I'm not sure. Can't remember.
But
I just remember going in and I was sort of fascinated with that.
Aye.
I'm young. It's before 82, obviously. So whenever Spectrums came out, my friend was a little bit richer than me, so bang, you know what I mean. But I just play football. Just stupid stuff.
Aye.
Just go on. We have forest areas and stuff, so you have the tree swings and just being bams.
Yeah, man. Tarzan
swings.
and
stupid stuff.
Making Tarzans.
Yeah.
Aye. That's common podcast chat. Somebody else was saying they used to just stand and throw stones at buses.
I've never done that. I mean,
it's funny the stuff people come out with. Used to just climb trees.
Yeah. I don't. I'm not going to incriminate myself.
Aye. Times are changing though, now kids aren't really doing a lot of that. They're just sitting on devices, and everyone, as you were saying when you were a kid.
Stuff here though, the buses not going routes now, out of town, you talk about out of town, but while they're out of town, buses aren't going those routes now because they're getting their windows smashed.
Right. Aye.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
So when you're saying throwing stones at buses, you're talking about throwing stones at buses. They're bricking buses.
Aye.
Through the windows and kids in there and babies and everything.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
It's stupid, Aye.
Even just last week, there was a bunch of youths just threw a shopping trolley up and smashed a woman. I think it's that's 5 stories at Ocean Terminal. Threw a shopping trolley up and it hit a woman. She's in hospital.
Aye.
That's what they're doing. And that's 13-year-olds.
That's crazy.
13-year-olds, you know what I mean?
Well, it's quite common that
and the buses as well.
On motorways throughout the UK, it's quite it freaks me out all the time when I'm on motorways.
Yeah, if you drive and you'll be
and people used to throw bike tyres and tyres off it, and
Yeah.
They'd freaking damage cars big time. Go through windscreens.
I don't remember any of that when I grew up. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I know it's a thing,
yeah,
eh?
a lot
So
of people doing stupid things.
I drive down south a lot, eh? So whenever I'm going under bridges, I'm always like that. Because I'm always just aware that these stupid things happen, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Probably the thing we would have done would have just been spitting on cars.
Aye.
Like, it's just, and no one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows that's happened. But yeah, not doing that.
Oh, I know. Crazy. Just stupid. Aye. I never did anything stupid like that either, eh? I mean, troublesome stuff, but nothing that would hurt people like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
we all did it. I mean, when I was at school, when I went to Dunfermline, there's 4 schools. So they're all rivals, and you all wore. I know people here like they wear the black and stuff, but we had the ties, you know, the colours. And you have the badge with the colours, or maybe a line on you of a colour. So I was gold, and then like Queen Anne red, St Columbus silver. You know what I mean? So if you saw people in the town, there was a fight.
Aye.
You know what I mean? If I'm walking down and 4 Queen Anne guys are coming on, and I'm like, oh no, you know you're gonna get punched.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Aye. I grew up in Leith, eh? So it was wasn't too bad. Leith's quite united, eh?
Yeah.
People, I mean, you used to get sort of slightly different areas of Leith that didn't get on, but mostly they all got on, eh? So you had folk from the Fort area and more sort of main Leith area, and then sort of Loch End boys. But really, folk were all pretty pally, but you did get a bit of rivalry between that. So
I think there was a place called Rex Park. It's still there actually, but so our school, and then you have a park, like a big Asda, and then a park. And people just go there because it's just a nice place to go. It's hot. Go there, have your lunch there instead of in a canteen.
Aye.
So go there, but then all the schools did that.
Aye.
And then the actual Dunfermline, when you go uptown, that's like a 5-10 minute walk.
Aye.
So you've got half an hour. You know, you got to get back. So you've got half an hour to do stuff, and every school was there. So always fights. I just grew up with fights, like constant fights.
It was definitely more
and then
school.
play football
Aye.
when you're at your own bit.
In the school days, it was a bit more rivalry with like in Leith with Trinity Academy, Leith Academy and Drummond, and actually even Cannon Mills has a wee school in Cannon Mills as well.
Yeah.
It's sort of like really bad kids ended up going there when we were young. I don't know what it is now, but Cannon Mills school was full of like...
I don't remember much at primary school. There wasn't that much. So it was the day you go up to your high school, and it's just you gotta be prepared for fights and just all kinds of stuff. But everyone did have just a blazer and trousers, so a black, white shirt. You know what I mean? Tie. You take your tie off, obviously, but then you're like, you got a badge, and then you're like, oh, I need to take that off as well. Well, then people don't know you, so they'll still ask you. What school did you go to? You know what I mean? So you still get that.
School did you go to? Where are you from?
I don't know you. You don't go to Queen Anne. Yeah. But always fights. So that's basically it. Just football and fights.
Yeah.
FF.
What sort of music were you into probably before you discovered hip hop and stuff? Do you remember?
I actually DJ'd at primary school when I was probably 10.
Cool.
But I wasn't a DJ. I wasn't interested in it. I had records. So school discos. And I even remember my mum making me write my name on my records.
Yeah.
You need that. But it was I was actually in Depeche Mode and everything. So I wasn't like, I didn't dress like that at all. And I was into ska music. So I was like, Madness came out. I was writing the Madness, Special, Selector, The Beat, and I would buy all them records. So what was it? Adam and the Ants.
I
loved Adam and the Ants.
Oh, yeah.
But I loved Depeche Mode and The Cure and all that.
So before hip hop, you were passionate about music already?
80s, yeah. So
Aye.
Probably started by records when I was 9, 10.
It's funny that.
Not a lot of records, just, you know, can I get that? Woolworths.
Aye.
Woolworths.
Oh, I know, aye.
I remember that. I didn't have a lot of money, but Mum would go out and get the record. I had a record player and that, so put that on. But I think I had enough records that I could go and play some tunes. And I do remember, I think I only done it once or twice. Yeah, maybe twice. Like school disco, like, you know, once a year. I think it's the school holidays.
Aye.
Like they would make you do something like, we're having a wee party.
Cool.
In you know, like the gym hall. So yeah, and put some music on. I remember doing that, but I don't remember like
your
what happened.
earliest experience.
I actually don't remember what happened.
Earliest experience.
I
of
remember taking my
entertaining the
records.
crowd.
and I don't know what I was doing or what I was using. I think it was just playing a record. I think you were just taking them off and putting them on.
Cool.
But that was all 80s, so yeah, I was in it. And stupid stuff as well. I had stupid records.
Yeah, man. I love a lot of 80s stuff and that, like that. I mean, it's almost quite funky, you know, like that 80s sound, just that
Yeah.
cheesy sound. I like it though.
I think I went into a record shop here, and I remember seeing electro sounds, so the electro label, which is all hip hop.
Aye.
And I'm pretty sure I got one of them, and I sort of got into hip hop maybe by accident
Aye.
before I even knew what hip hop was.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I got some weird records, and I was like, "What's this?
Aye.
And then when Electro Sounds was out, I've got a lot of the album. I've got the whole lot on download now because the downloads stuff
Aye.
are 1 to 21 or 22. But that's World Class Wrecking Crew.
Ah,
so
right.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
way
man.
back when he was in
Aye, and
Earth, Wind and Fire. Earth, Wind
yeah.
and Fire. No, like proper sequence.
Aye.
Sequence and stuff,
Aye.
yeah.
Oh, I remember right
Remember
enough,
that?
eh?
That's what Electro was. So,
Aye, they've
so
got
Egyptian
doing-
Lover and all
I've
these
seen the
kind
classic
of things.
pictures of Dr. Dre doing the jazz hands and all that.
Yeah,
Aye.
and like Pretty Face and all that,
Yeah,
clean
yeah.
shaven and just
Aye.
yeah. So that was Electro though,
Yeah.
and it was Street Sounds.
Aye.
That's what it was.
World
And then
Wrecking Crew. Worldwide Wrecking?
No,
Worldwide.
World Class. Wrecking
World
Crew.
Class
I
Wrecking
think it
Crew.
was, yeah.
Aye. I don't know much about them. I just know that was Dre's thing before really NWA and all that.
Yeah, I can't remember when the first one came out. I remember seeing 2, I think. And I was like, what's this? I just had the big numbers on them, and I was like, oh, like, and it's all hip hop, but it was faster hip hop.
And then there was I was trying to think, what was that other old group with Snoop, with Tupac? But that was Digital Underground.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, that's 90s though.
Yeah. Aye.
So
Before.
80s was like, that's way before all that.
Aye.
I think like Flash and all, they were performing. I didn't even know much about that. So
Aye.
I mean, we had Channel 1, 2, and 3
Aye.
at that time, so there was nothing. You know what I mean? So if there's nothing, you know what I mean? Maybe magazines.
Aye.
Like magazines.
Yeah, man.
Like before the Source and everything, like I don't think there was anything.
Aye.
You couldn't really find it. I remember hearing the radio when I was young. Like pirate radio and that got me into hip hop more as well. That was from Edinburgh. That was Richie in it as well.
Ah,
So yeah, pirate radio.
cool, man.
Remember them days.
What year were you born
Yeah,
then?
that would have been 1970.
1970,
1970.
That's amazing, eh?
4th of July 1970.
Born in 70. That's mad. 85, you were 15. That's
Yeah.
mad. Aye.
Well, I think I'd say hip hop 12. So, but I was still into ska. I'm still into ska and everything now, and I still Depeche Mode and all that. kind of
Aye,
stuff. I'm
aye.
still into 80s. I do 80s parties and that.
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm born.
I like a lot of different types of music as well, eh?
Yeah.
It's good, eh?
Oh no, I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
I'm not a hip hop DJ. I keep getting called a hip hop DJ, but I am 90% hip hop.
Yeah, aye.
But I don't play 90% hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm 90% hip hop because I've been that way. My
You
whole
are,
life.
that's you.
My other
Aye.
10% everything else.
Yeah.
But I'm so in hip hop that I always play. I play it here constantly every day.
I'm loving the
Fucking
vibes in
dogs.
here. Proper hip hop vibes too.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Kitchens.
not a massive fan of the newer wave of sounds and stuff, so I just like the classic.
I like some of it, but yeah, like obviously
It's different. It's
when
just
you talk
different.
about mumble rap and stuff. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. You gotta like it, but if you're a DJ, you can't just go. I'm not playing. that.
Yeah.
Beat it."
There's certain tracks I really like out of the new stuff coming out, but it doesn't have that same feel that hip hop always had. You know, it just
Yeah.
feels different and quite aggressive in that. Most of it, quite.
People say that it's you know what I mean, like they're hearing the stuff on the charts, and then that's hip hop, and
Aye.
that's all there is. And I'm like, no, I get 20, 30 new songs a day, underground hip hop.
Aye.
There's too much. And when people talk about Spotify, which is obviously on now, like if you find a track you like, go to the little dots and go to radio, and you'll all this stuff's there, like stuff that you never heard in your life.
Cool. Aye.
It's all there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's my tip anyway.
Aye,
Go
aye.
to radio, and then just let it play, and it does play stuff that you're like, I'm constantly screenshotting.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that? I'll get out there. You know what I mean? I hear it in here. So
Yeah.
this gives me a chance to hear even more hip hop.
That's
being here.
good way to discover music, eh? Aye.
Yeah. I mean, people hate it. Like they're like Spotify killing all this stuff. But if you want to buy a record, go buy a record.
Yeah, I know, eh? Aye.
Like, I mean, obviously Tidal. I use Tidal more. Spotify's here. I use Tidal because I can DJ with it as well.
All right, cool.
So you can DJ with any track on Tidal. So
Aye, aye.
it loads up. You don't own it, but you can play it, and then it's gone.
Aye.
You know what I mean? But you can make all your cue points, and you can do loops and that, and save them on it. So next time you load it up, it's there.
Ah, cool.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah,
for
nice.
$9.99, and you can any music you want. So
Aye, aye.
that's opened up a lot. So.
Cool, cool.
Discover music on Spotify. Like,
I've
I'm
not
100% pro Spotify and stuff. So
I've not even got Spotify. I probably will at some point. To be honest, my phone.
Tidal's better quality.
I'm gonna renew my phone soon, and I'm gonna renew my social networking. I don't have Instagram, so I'm gonna.
I use everything.
My phone's on like the edge of death, so I'm gonna get a new phone soon. And when I get the new phone on the go, I'm going to start signing up to all these new apps. I'll get Instagram and. But just now, it struggles, man. Honestly, the phone's like. I was doing something the other day, showing somebody something. They needed a phone number. Have you got that number? Oh, I've got it. Open my phone up, and it was urgent. My phone decides to freeze. I'm like, ah. So yeah.
And I'm up to date on phones. I've got Note 9 and 10. So my spare phone's a Note 9. So.
Ah, right.
Like it's got the old stylus on it
jack.
and stuff.
Oh, right, aye.
So you can draw in and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Good for ideas.
Aye. Handy, aye.
Yeah.
Cool. So, like, I suppose we're talking, like, sort of 13, 12 years old. Like, what did you have any fashion interests at that age? Were you, like... Were you, like, skater...
Just jeans?
BMX
No, I wasn't doing anything until 12. That's what I mean. 82 was my year.
Yeah.
So I got my nickname. I got into hip hop. Like, basically got right into hip hop.
Everything
and
around
I got
12.
into BMX.
Aye.
And I was BMX for like 15 years, 16 years. I entered comps and all round. Went to
Cool.
Burnett, I entered comps.
Aye.
Been down like Carlisle, entering comps. Went down to London, like
Oh,
the start
nice.
of Hoffman and everything. Like
And
Matt
between
Hoffman.
what age
I
was
saw all
that?
So
You were doing that?
that's
Competitions?
82, like got into it probably 3 years. Well, 16.
Aye.
I think I was in 16 plus.
So,
I got pictures on my phone.
how long
I'm just
did you-
taking a bunch of pictures, by the way. So
how long did you do that for?
probably till I was like 26.
All right.
27.
Yeah, 10 years anyway.
26. Well, 12. That's what I mean. So it's about 15 years on.
Aye.
but
Yeah.
I didn't have much money, so the bikes you had to kind of look after. If you broke it, that's, you know what I mean? You're like, oh crap. So it's all swapping. It's like, oh, I like your bars, you like my bars, I like swap them, and you're building up that way.
Aye.
And I became a like bike painter and everything, so
Ah, cool.
my stuff looked new.
Fix them up and paint them
Yeah.
up and that.
Yeah, so my stuff always looked new.
Aye.
Or I'd get something that looks crap, take it home, clean it all up, get it done, come out with it, and people are like, oh yeah, that's nice.
Aye.
I mean, then you can swap it.
Cool, man.
So that's the way I got my good stuff.
Aye. So you
'Cause
ended
back
up
then, that's like $500. If you're not working, where are you going to get $500?
expensive.
And you can break it.
Aye.
Now they're made better, obviously. Like there's one up here. So.
Cool, man.
BMXs are more like that now, like smaller, tighter, tougher. You know what I mean?
Aye.
So that's obviously better. Back then, it was
Still
like
not even noticing half the things in this bar, man. There's a BMX up there, so there is. The roof is actually the ceiling's covered in mouse traps, hence it's the mouse trap. I was like, that's amazing.
you could do a wee walkthrough at the end. Do a wee walkthrough.
Aye.
Show people, get people here because it's a hip hop bar.
And this is the Mousetrap Bar in Leith. I've already said that. I'm just plugging it as much as possible. But what were you telling me about train spotting about this place?
It's basically the scene in Trainspotting, where he's in the club and he's got the girls around him and he's telling a story about being in the volley.
Aye.
So this was a volunteer arms, so it was just volleys, just what people call it.
Aye, yeah.
And then there used to be a pool table down the back. So dartboard, I've got a jungle in it now, it's all lit up and fancy now, but it used to be just a dartboard. I brought the dartboard back but put it on the side.
Ah, right, yeah.
But people have asked about pool tables, but like, there's not really. I'd rather have 5 games and pinballs and stuff.
Yeah. Looks cool.
Yeah. But it was the scene where he rustles he's eating the crisps and then he rustles the bag and then Big B like misses, like no.
Right, man. Well, I think we'll just move on to a wee break. Get a first track that you're going to play from
White Keef.
White Keef.
And I've got Stevie Creed as well.
Yeah,
DJ for,
your
so
2 artists that you
artists I
DJ
support,
for.
so,
yeah, support and try and help push. And
yeah.
yeah, cool, man. So,
White Keef's like what, 26, and then Stevie Creed's a bit older, and I used to be in the band as well. He had like a 12-piece band, like drummers, guitars, saxophones, everything. So
nice one.
this other guy's just like he's got his album coming out as well, so first album. So yeah.
Cool. Well, that's part one pretty much finished up, and we'll move on to the break just now. All the details will be on the screen for where you can download it if it's available, and we'll be back in a little minute.
Down to be better, me. Perfect.
Sweater.
Yeah.
Cut off. Yeah.
Mason.
Man, I've been heading back like 80B. Guys like me just live in sin. Every time my voice gonna be touching me. Yo. See. Lost my mind, I think it's drifting. All my life been fighting demons. I'm at war myself, that's classy drugs. I've tripped instead of dreaming. For my council house on benefits, don't chat to me about scheming. We put a place on fucking lockdown, but respect is all I'm needing. Shit. Rolling deep when it's deep and it's dark. Working the day and grafting the evening. Man's been fucked since teen the park. Came from the jungle, try to stay humble. Tarzan shit, get jingle charts. Link with a cobra, ducking the snakes. Sink or swim, I'm beating the sharks like. Name's White Keef, straight from Scotland. Bros in jail, shouting freedom. I got a heart, cold like wind, like tracksuit. Fuck this season. She want the hot girl summer. Up at the girls that's hot, I like for breathing. She says she don't care about nude. Good on old school, Kevin Keegan feeding. I get the wildest feeling. All my life been stuck in a nightmare. How can I dream when I still ain't sleeping? Picked up a habit, yeah, that's true. What do you expect when the whole place dealing? What do you expect when you're guiding schools and you're lost for words, but you're left with demons, reasons, hence in fact I'm preaching. Bad boy on sweet like chocolate. No God, fuck religion. Two-faced, can't care about profits. Don't chat to me about dignity. Cause I roll mine up and I lost it. Still got the safe hands like Booth, won't give me the stuff and I still won't drop it. Toss it, chop it, watch it, roll. Don't drive and I still do road. And I love when your girl get low. Give me brain and my head explode. Fuck that girl, don't text no hoe. My new motto, sex and go. Man's not sex, it's just not reckless. Easy girls don't trust them, bro. Write me a book saying lost my mind, I think it's drifting. All my life been fighting demons. I'm at war myself, that's classy drugs. I've tripped instead of dreaming. For my council house on benefits, don't chat to me about scheming. We put a place on fucking lockdown, but respect is all I'm needing. Shit. Rolling deep when it's deep and it's dark. Working the day and grafting the evening. Man's been fucked since teen the park. Came from the jungle, try to stay humble. Tarzan shit, get jingle charts. Link with a cobra, ducking the snakes. Sink or swim, I'm beating the sharks like. One step forward, two steps back. Don't even know how I'm thinking straight. Sometimes when I just hate myself. Pick up the pen, think I'm great. Drown myself in a bottle of gin. Fuck this life, drink it straight. 20 odds and I'm older now, but I'm far too young, should I think this way? I don't know, tears in the rain, fruit in the snow. Talk about debt, mad regrets. Still get high when I do feel low. How do I change me? Trying to make changes, scheming, hate is all I know. Tell me I should talk about feelings. I get the feeling I might explode, I'm letting it go. Cutting it loose, fuck all the lies, I'm telling the truth. I had a horrible spell as a youth. I get the feeling I'm cursing, it's true. I get the feeling I'm righting my wrongs and writing my songs do better than you, better than me. Better be good, big up the ends and better the hood. Better my life, better my mood, better my family, better my troops. Say that you love me, never go hungry. Better the domies, better the food. I got the heart, I got the brain, I'm making it out. I knew that I could, I'm changing my life, I'm changing the plans. They call me the man, I knew that they would see.
Mason.
Lost my mind, I think it's drifting. All my life been fighting demons. I'm at war myself, that's classy drugs. I tripped instead of dreaming. From my council house on benefits, don't chat to me about scheming. We put a place on fucking lockdown, better respect is all I'm needing. Shit.
Right, guys, so that's us back. Hope you enjoyed that track there from White Keef. And all the details should have been on the screen. The track wasn't necessarily produced by Beef, but Beef is his DJ. Does all the DJing for him, and probably going to get into a bit of production, you were saying, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to start. I've got too much equipment and not the time.
Aye, yeah, that's
I
the thing.
should just be sitting. Well, I don't want to sit in my ass really, but I should do it.
Yeah, cool. Well, all the details should have been on the screen if you can download it or where it's available and stuff.
YouTube video, a proper video, and then
Yeah.
Spotify anyway. So
Yeah, cool.
title
Well, we'll just bash straight on with part two then. So this part's all about sort of moving on from where we were. What sort of pushed you into hip hop and DJing and just your sort of influences that that pushed your life in that direction, and maybe a bit about like what keeps you doing music, what you love about music. So yeah, kind of, what were the first memories that really made you like, I want to take up DJing?
I'm trying to think of the age of the guy. I think I was 13, or no, I was 14, probably coming on 15, and it was my friend was 16, so he got a job. He was the first one to get a job, and one of his first things he bought was 2 Technics. But his dad was like, he's kind of a well-off person, and his dad had the whole hi-fi system from Japan, so like $8,000 for a hi-fi system, separate. You're like, when he had one of these record players that plays, like, and it cleans before and it cleans after and everything. It's got brushes and everything.
Cool.
He's like, don't touch it.
Yeah.
And it was,
Stacks,
it was like Jean-Michel Jarre, which you know his music is like, he does the light shows and everything. So he had everything on there. He had all the records, and no one's let to touch it. So I remember him, and he's not first wages, but maybe the first couple of months, he saved up and he got 2 Technics.
Yeah.
And then, you're in people's rooms, you're like, oh, cool.
And just learning.
We weren't doing it, and the mixes were rubbish. You know what I mean? Like horrible, horrible. Like what was that? Gemini mixes. Anyway, they're good. Obviously, Gemini's are good. But, I think he had just a basic mixer. And he had 2 decks,
and that's where you started to learn.
And I had no money, so like I was buying records, and I had a record player.
Aye.
And I think I bought like just crappy belt drive ones that you can't, you touch and the needle just jumps. You're not allowed to touch it. You switch it on and you put it on.
Aye.
You're trying to scratch on it, you can't. You're just like, it's funny.
Aye.
But he got Technics, and that was probably what it was. So I was probably 14.
Aye. And you were both learning together then, you and your mate.
I mean, learning just like, just playing
experiment
records
and
just just like listen to a good speaker. He bought good speakers so.
And learning to actually start to scratch and fade and mix tunes in and.
Yeah, I didn't take it seriously till probably 18.
Yeah.
But probably just because I was still playing. But I wasn't. I quit football at 12, 13.
Aye.
And then I found biking, like I said, in 82. So.
Aye.
And then that was it. And I hung with skaters, so it was skaters and bikers.
So sometime in about 5 years from then, you started
2 years,
Aye.
I can't remember the first day I actually did something that I went, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Like I said, when he got them, we did want to go to his house. And we live in Scotland, so the weather's crap. So there's not many places you can go on a bike.
Aye.
So you're just like, let's go to the house. Yeah, let's go play records.
Is that your same mate that had the computer and stuff that you would play games?
Oh, no, another guy. Like,
is that a different mate?
Just another guy, yeah. We were BMXers.
So you got your mate that...
It was another BMXer, it's just that he had money and he was the first one to get a job.
Aye.
So he was 2 years older than me. So when he was
cool.
16, first job, boom.
Yeah.
What are you going to buy? You're like, buying record decks. And that was it. He bought like good bikes and whatever, bike parts. So that's what it was. I mean, it took me... I didn't get a job till I was like 16, 17, so that's years later.
Aye.
So I didn't... Probably 2 years before I got decks.
Aye.
So yeah.
Remember how old you were when you maybe DJ'd your first set or that? Or?
Oh, my first set was here. Like...
Aye,
but
in Edinburgh.
that's 99.
Aye.
Yeah, 99
Aye.
is so it's 23 years. It's still a long time. But
Yeah.
It sounds old school, new school, and all that. But I'm like 99. That is old school.
Aye, I know.
But
it's crazy.
So even though I'm saying 84, 85, but not seriously, it's just a thing. It's a little hobby, and it's like what was that? I mean, it would have been like when Channel 4 came out.
Aye.
Tim Westwood show on Channel 4. I watched the first episode of his show.
Ah, cool.
And he had all the rappers and that on. You know what I mean? So there's not much places you can get hip hop.
Tim Westwood's getting a bit of attack these days. I've not been following what's going on, but
Oh yeah, like everyone's up in charges. Right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Girls and
I know,
everyone's doing it.
Aye, I've not followed it. I mean, it gets a bit boring following the mainstream media and all these things, so I don't even have a clue what's going on, but Tim Westwood's getting it tight so from right, left and
Yeah,
centre.
I just remember his show. Like, 'cause
Yeah, I
he
used
was
to
he was on
listen.
Capo, obviously. He was on a radio show, but
Aye.
if you're here, we didn't have digital radios and that. It's just radios.
Aye.
So you're listening to the charts.
Aye.
You're taping on your tape deck.
Yeah, man.
To get your tunes to put in your Walkman for me biking. I had a Walkman while biking. So
and even putting a wee bit of tape on your tape to make it recordable.
Yeah. Using ones that are like you're like, it's a crap tape.
Yeah. It's like a bit of cell tape.
But then again, I was into heavy metal and punk and everything as well. I'm a big Dead Kennedys fan, so.
Cool.
It's because of biking.
Yeah.
And skating. Obviously, skate videos were like probably like 90% is just hip hop, and then the odd weird song.
Yeah.
It was all hip hop. Like especially later on, like
another big influence for you
in the 90s. Yeah, so you get your hip hop from skate videos and bike videos. But bike videos.
That's just the same as Nasty P. He was the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've known Nasty when he was young as well. He used to come to our side as well. Like I've got videos of Nasty like young, like real young and squeaky boy. I've got that. I need to get that on digital actually. I've got
crazy.
the videos. I've still got the videos. So.
Yeah.
My mate used to film skate videos.
Cool.
I've got another mate of mine. He got into. He's a skater. He got into video in Wayne, Finland. So
I had times when I watched skate videos and mates that were skaters and stuff, and the thing I wasn't too fussed about the actual skating, but the music and everything again.
Oh, I like all the music. Yeah, but that's more. It's more in the 90s. But pre-90s, it was I was heavy metal and punk. But that's because I went to comps.
Aye.
And you had to do a 4-minute routine on ramps or ground, whatever it was. So when the ramps are on, you need a song.
Aye.
So I'm not going to come on to this song.
Aye.
I like the song. I'm not going to write to that. You know, you want AC/DC and like, let's go, and you're banging on a ramp. And it wasn't half pipes. It's you pedal.
Aye.
You had to hit the ramp at speed and then do your trick, and then hit the ramp at speed, do your trick. So that's basically what I was doing. Yeah.
You get many injuries when you're doing your BMX.
Oh, constantly, yeah.
Nasty ones on BMXs too.
I had I went all the way down to Carlisle. I think that was a comp, and like we were in I used to go with Livingston's bike team, so it was like a white Transit, Marbella Transit, the long wheelbase one, no windows, 15 people in there. In the back with the bikes, so you're sitting, feet to feet. Like I sit there, you sit there, you sit there. And we're in there, we've got a light, but you can't even see the driver. The panel's there.
Yeah.
So it's just knocking, like, I need a pee. All that stuff. But I used to go down there, and I went all the way to comp, and then in practice, I went to put my knee pads on, and I didn't, and bang, like, smashed my knee.
Bad one.
Great. Not broken, but like enough to like you can't walk.
Sort of rupture your
out
knee,
for a week.
Rupture your joint and all that.
Yeah. Just like smash, and then I came up the side of the ramp, like landed, bang, and then that's a whole comp. That's ruined. That's ruined. And it's standings, obviously. It's like you get put on things. You know what I mean? Like you get levels, and then you do the world championships and stuff. I got entered in the world championships.
Cool.
And that Tizer. I've got pictures of my phone. I was taking pictures the other day of photographs. Because people have been asking me lately, like, were you a biker? Because I'm always playing it on the TV. So I play biking and skating on the TV, extreme sports. So.
Cool.
People are like, were you scared? I was like, no, I hang with skaters. That was it. I used to go to Bristol Square as well. So.
You'd be hanging out with the skaters. You were a biker though. Yeah.
But I went to Dundee more because we had a ramp there, like a factory.
For a wee while when the inline skaters came in, there was a wee divide, People didn't really like the inline skaters.
Connie was an inline skater.
Aye.
He was shunned out. So,
yeah. I remember those days, and it was like, the inline skater. These days they mingle a bit better,
I think so. I've not been to Bristol for a while. Well, obviously that's changed anyway. But when I grew up, there was nothing. There was no Salton Park. There was no transgression. You know It's just illegal.
Just living in that.
And well, we're talking about biking and like being a bad guy. I still would constantly, like from housing estates.
Aye.
Because the council wouldn't do nothing for us. Like, you know what I mean? It's like here. It's like there's so much stuff to do. I don't know why people are bored.
Aye.
Too much to do. I'm from somewhere where there was nothing to do.
Yeah,
and
man.
we ended up stealing wood because we had no money, and we're like, we want to do something. And then you know how big the industry is, obviously extreme sports, and people are millionaires from biking, and skating. So it's a good thing, and it's a positive thing. But the council said, nah, not build that. And then as soon as I got out of it, it's like, Salton Park and transgression and this indoor, and then the Dundee place shut down, and they built a whole indoor place up there as well. I'm like, great. But I'm too sore now, so
Aye.
I'm not going to do it anymore.
These days you can't.
I could get on a bike and within 2 weeks I'll probably be okay.
Aye.
I'm not like bad.
Aye.
I'm not like, oh, I'll never do it again. I could probably do it, but
But you have pain.
I have a pain in my left foot. Yeah,
Aye.
so that's my landing foot.
Is that from skating?
That's my
from
landing.
biking.
Well,
sorry.
biking, bailing, and smash. I mean, I've fractured things and
Aye.
I've done broken arms and whatever.
Yeah, I'd imagine, eh?
Concussions, the main one. So yeah,
Aye,
just
aye.
concussions. So.
Yeah.
And then just twisting and hurting. Like Livingston Bowl, like bad landing that is concrete. Obviously now they're doing it. They've got money. They've got airbags and foam pits, and that's how you learn. Back
Aye.
then you learn on concrete.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's obviously not that it's easier now because everything's
It's like
insane. It's all insane now. It's
like
how
all,
do you even
all
do
sports
that?
and all sports and activities back in the day was just hardcore. Now there's a
Yeah,
lot more
that's me.
care and boxing and all sorts of things, you know.
I mean, if I was biking now, like I think foam pits and stuff, and I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Like I'm too far gone now. So
Aye.
if I hurt my knee, I'll be like, that's me gone.
You're not 25 anymore.
Yeah. No. I mean, my friends are. I've got friends who are biking.
Aye.
50.
Yeah. Aye. Still
In
doing.
fact, a lot of the pro bikers are like they're 45, 50.
You mainly just don't do it anymore because
Yeah.
of pain in your foot and that, and
Yeah. Like if I land on my foot, I'm like I can be in pain just standing.
yeah. Do you still
But I
passionate
could
about
walk
it though?
and-
You still play your videos and all that, so
Oh
you're
yeah,
still
yeah.
interested.
I follow everything. I
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
the new guys on that, so I'm still into that. I'd have a little go. I just don't want to hurt myself. So, but I would have a go.
Aye.
I would buy a bike, and I was kind of going to buy a bike because my friends just like he took over one of the biggest companies in the world. Like he's Dundee. I used to stay with him, and he's got a movie out. Ludacris plays his dad in the movie.
Ah.
So that's a good thing.
Cool, man.
It's a story of how biking saved his life. Glasgow up to Dundee. He is like a bad bringing up. Like his dad abused him, like punching him and stuff, whatever. And then he ended up going and getting them adopted in Dundee. And then I ended up meeting him, and I used to go to Dundee, stay at his house. Then he got poached by this whole bike company that he had. It went under a little bit. Something happened in Australia when he moved there to open a company. The big company in America saw what he did and then got him. They're like, "You want to work for us?" Whatever.
Ah.
And then his whole life's just like a movie now.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
unreal. And I'm like, what? It never happened to me. I came here.
Aye.
I came here and he's just done so much stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell? So there's a movie called Ride, and that's him.
Ah, cool.
If you
Is
look
that
up
quite
that,
a
it's
new
called
movie
Ride.
coming out, or is it out
It's
already?
American. It's a Hollywood movie. Because I'm on about Glasgow to Dundee.
Yeah.
So, and then to Australia. But this is based on a guy who dad buys him a bike and
Oh, so it's all based
you're like,
on him,
"Oh,
but
what's
in
this?"
America.
And it saves him, yeah. But biking saved him. So
Yeah.
yeah, it did actually save him because he was in a bad place. So.
Yeah. We went down some
like
bad
mental health
paths.
and all that,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Drug use maybe, and just ruin your life and
Yeah, it's
like,
just you're a bad parent,
Yeah.
and then he got adopted by, like, I think like teacher, professor, and all that. Like
All
I think
right.
that. So they're nice people, and yeah, his dad's like Indian,
all right.
but Ludacris plays his dad in the movie, which is funny. But,
Aye. His real
that's
dad's
quite funny.
Indian, or
Yeah, his real dad's Indian.
Uh-huh.
Looks nothing like Ludacris in that.
Aye,
But
aye,
like I said,
aye.
it's a Hollywood movie, so. And John,
so
John,
he was
John
the
Wilkins' his
he
name
was
is.
the abusive guy, the Indian dad.
No, the Scottish guy, like
Oh
Glasgow.
right.
So, like, just abusive, so he got adopted.
Ah.
And then that whole thing saved his life, and then he got into biking from them and
Aye.
saved his life. So yeah,
Cool. Aye. What's
It was
his
a good
name?
thing.
Was it?
John Wilkins.
All right. Cool. There you go, eh?
But that was Dundee, so I spent a lot of my time in Dundee,
Aye.
and obviously Bristol Square, and Livingston.
Aye.
That's where I was.
On your DJing side of things, have you ever took part in competitions and stuff like the DMC style things?
Never really done that. No.
No. Never.
Nah,
Never
I've,
really.
I've never considered myself good.
Aye. You're not really a competition.
No, I scratch.
DJ.
I'm a blender, and I like looping and just
Not doing a
blending
little
and-
scratch,
Oh, last night I was scratch. I scratch house music and that as well.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like I do any genre. I can go from a genre to genre.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
a problem. Like I'll go drum and bass to house to something else. You can mess with stuff now. because
Can
of
you
all the
do?
digital stuff.
Can you beat juggle and stuff like that?
I
or-
can do little juggles, yeah.
Yeah,
I do
uh-huh.
have stuff that
Yeah,
I do,
yeah,
like
yeah.
my own things. But I'm not. I don't know. It's like when I was biking. You know what I mean? You're doing tons of stuff. Like every day, you're doing like so many new tricks, and you're doing like 8 hours a day.
Aye.
So the same with scratching, isn't it?
Yeah,
You need to put in 6 hours, 7 hours, and,
constant. Yeah,
and
yeah.
you have to keep doing it. Yeah.
Every day, like aye,
I also my fingers don't work the way I want it to.
Aye,
Like
aye.
I can do stuff like like all these scratches,
Aye, all the-
crab scratchings.
Aye,
it's
aye.
like move the fader, dun, 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 and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got dun, dun, dun.
used
know
to
what I mean?
always watch.
You have to be versatile. My
watch
fingers seize up. Eh?
U-turns.
Yeah, yeah.
Watching U-turn doing that stuff's like.
Yeah. It's basically like you can sit and do it. You used to get a little key ring for people, and it's a fader. It's a key ring,
Right.
and yeah, it's for people. It just keeps you going. Like
Ah,
you're
right.
sitting on the bus.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I
So you
remember
could
that
just
came out.
keep
I never
practicing.
got one, but
Aye.
no, it's just biking. I use brakes a lot, and my fingers just
Aye,
don't work good.
and
I can't
gripping.
play guitar.
Gripping as well.
I want to play guitar, and it hurts when I play guitar. so,
Right. Aye.
so that's probably part of it. That's
Aye.
biking as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I can't reach, and people are like moving your fingers, going, that's that, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So
Aye.
it's the same thing, and for me, I'm like, you got to be ambidextrous and that as well, aren't you? So
When
I
I
mean,
was
you're meant to do the same thing on both. So
I-
if you
I
can't
don't-
do that, you're
I don't get a lot of pain. I used to do running when I was about 12 to 16, 17. I used to do 100-meter sprinting. I ran for a few clubs and all that. And still to this day, now I'm 40, I find the only thing in my body is, and I put it down to running, that my knees feel like they seize up. Like if I'm down on my hunchers for too long. I mean, I think that happens to everyone as they're getting older. But when I stand
I
up,
can
I'm
jog to Princess Street from there.
Yeah.
I'll be fine, and I'll DJ for like a 4-hour set, and half an hour in, my foot hurts,
Aye, yeah. Uh-huh.
and then I've got to take my shoe off.
So
which
sometimes more
it looks a bit
standing
weird.
still.
Sometimes I take my shoe off when I'm DJing,
Yeah.
and it's just the cold floor,
Aye.
like makes it feel better, and I put my shoe back on,
Aye.
and that's me doing nothing.
And being still
I'm doing nothing.
probably
yeah.
is, that's quite often the case as well. Just
Yeah.
people getting more pain when they're sitting still.
But
and,
I can jog home right now, and I'll be fine.
yeah.
I'll
Aye.
be sweaty, but I'll be like,
Aye,
I mean,
aye.
my
No,
foot's fine.
no pain. Aye,
Yeah,
aye.
so I get pain from doing nothing. So
Yeah.
it's
Aye.
not good. So my arthritis kind of. I mean, I use a computer more than I've ever done, but yeah.
Aye.
So scratching for me is a bit
Yeah.
awkward.
You know, like U-turn used to call it chirping.
Yeah, chirps. Yeah, no, I can do chirps. And
That's
that. Yeah,
that's
I can do chirps.
That's literally as
Yeah.
far as I got. U-turn tried to teach me.
Lots of flares and crab scratches, and they're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
different.
they
It's
brought-
about moving it forward, in, back to out,
Aye.
and it's
like-
like Hubert.
aye.
Hubert done a chart.
Opening it up when you and then shutting it off
Yeah,
and bringing it back.
and then bring it back at different
yeah.
speed, and then twice
Aye.
or 3, but then you click it. But the sound comes in like, a quarter of a millimeter.
Aye,
full
aye.
sound.
Yeah.
That's what you need. So it's all about the fader.
You,
so, yeah.
when I first set my studio up in the old UV lab where everybody used to come up, within no time, as soon as I set up, U-turn was like, I'm bringing decks, we'll just set decks up here. And I can put cuts on the tune. Yeah, amazing, man. So he brought decks up with them. They were his decks. They lived there for at least 3 years. They lived in my studio, probably longer than that. In fact, I'm under probably over 5 years. And then as soon as I had a kid and I had to lose my room, and became my daughter's bedroom, and I remember telling U-turn like, shit, man, I'll come and collect the decks. Eh? So it was like all those years they'd stayed there. But when I had those decks, I was like, I want to learn a bit so I can just put some little cuts myself and scratches. So he was slowly teaching me, and I gave up in the end. But I pretty much mastered little chirps, and there is some UV productions where there's little cuts, and I did them.
Alright,
and it's like, I did those, and they sound alright, just little, it was like, wow. But if I'd stuck at it, it took a long
the whole
time.
culture is different. Well, I'm wearing this as well, obviously. Richie's thing.
Is that Rich's?
The portable turntables.
Yeah, the wee
I got
ones.
this from Turntable, this shop.
Aye, because he sells this little portable
You
ones.
got them and you just sit on the beach with your speaker, your mini rig.
Aye,
Plug it in, phone, tunes, scratch away.
that's
So
quality.
people can do that now. Like, I don't know. I think you need to spend
Practice
a
your
good.
cuts. I see that. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen like little girls on that on Instagram play it. Amazing, and they're
Aye.
like 10, and they're scratching like pros. So you're like, what the fuck?
Aye.
Like that's happening now. It's the same like with biking. Like people are like doing it for a year and a half, and they're doing backflips and front flip. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't do any of that. Like, it wasn't even in your mind. So now you've got like 10-year-old girls doing like massive scratching. But someone's purchased the equipment, obviously, the good equipment.
Aye.
It all starts with what you've got.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
You don't start on we started on belt drive turntables with cutting the bag, cutting it like a co-op bag or whatever, and putting that on so it's slidey,
Right, yeah.
so it slides better.
Aye.
That's what we have to do.
Aye.
Like I've got like good
Slip mats
I've got good
instead
slip
of-
mats there.
aye.
I've got really good slip mats on them, but it still has they make a sheet that goes under it and makes it even more slippy. So
Aye, like
it's
a
all about
papery
what
sheet.
you've got. Yeah,
Aye.
yeah. It's like cellophane stuff, but it's like super slippy.
Aye.
So you pay like £20 for slip mats, you know what I mean?
Aye.
£20-30 for slip mats. And that's what it's about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's about your equipment. So
I mean-
if you don't have the equipment, then you're not going to put in 5 hours
Yeah.
a day on crap equipment. So.
And if you're lucky enough to have somebody in your family or something that can buy you all that stuff, then you're going to
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
quicker, aren't
That's
you?
what I mean. I'm just amazed at what I see now.
Yeah.
Like I said, like little guys. You see like 6-year-old kids scratching away and that. You're like, what the hell?
Aye.
But no, actually, that's another thing I should do actually. But I don't know. I do what I do.
Aye.
And I do little cuts. It's like Primo and that,
Yeah, you
right?
don't-
So DJ Premier he's not a complicated scratcher, but his tunes, he's always got those cuts that you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And they're simple, you're like,
He also
he
has
just does them. He doesn't go crazy.
And he also has his own production sound, though. You can just
Yeah,
tell
you know
when
it.
it's
You know what
Primo.
it is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he's the type
I
of
don't
guy
know how he
that's-
does that, man. He's got that really nice, like, classic hip hop sound in his production, and you can
Yeah.
just tell it's him. When
Yeah.
he produces for any rapper, it's like straight off.
Well, when I DJ, I like just it's a journey. Like I'll start at like 60 BPM,
Aye.
and I'll go up to 130, like over 4 hours, or I go back down and up again. Like I like to do that, so I like to blend and loop, and you don't notice that it's getting faster and it's going up and up. I like doing that, but I still do the odd cuts and scratches over it.
Well, we're getting quite close to the end of this section already, man. Talking about pretty much how you got into your DJing and what you enjoyed about it and what pushed you in that way. I suppose just the last wee couple of minutes. Well, you're going to start getting into production as well, so you're still looking at
I need to because I've spent thousands.
buying stuff.
Well, I've got like Machina and stuff, but I bought the packs.
Aye.
And I got the upgrade, and then the upgrade on the upgrade, and
nice.
I've got like 500 gig of sounds.
You made
to mess
many
with, and
beats
I
before.
don't.
You made beats before.
I made little ones,
Yeah,
just like experimenting and that.
Aye.
And I've done my own mashups of that, which I play, which that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like playing tunes, going, I'll make that better, and then because I'm a DJ and I DJ places, I'll play it.
Do you think you might set up a like recording booth and stuff if you start making beats, so you can record MCs and?
I don't really have room for it right now.
Yeah. Aye.
Like, I'd have to have a different house and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to get a studio. I mean, obviously, you got Out of the Blue around the corner and stuff. And
Aye.
Soko's got the one down there. And the
Gonna say start practicing your beats, and I'll just come up and stick verses on for you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, I do want to make some because obviously
Well, you can mix
artists
them.
I'm
You
DJing
could do all
for.
the mixing, eh? You could mix. You not necessarily.
I'm okay with stuff.
Yeah.
But
So
I've got people around
master
me, so
and mixing them and stuff. Yeah.
we're
yeah.
all friends. We'll help each other.
Yeah.
I can
aye.
go to someone and go, you know what I mean? You can help me, I'll help you.
Yeah.
He'll help you, I'll help him.
Aye.
It's the same thing. So.
Aye, I've done that for artists myself. Someone, even Weird or whoever's been busy, and like, bro, could you do me a favour and mix all the vocals on these beats?
Yeah.
I've got 6 tracks. Like, aye, man, and it doesn't take me long now because I've done it for so long. It's just get the levels right.
But I ended up working, so I didn't go to do any sound production courses, and you know what I mean.
Aye.
And I just did what I did and got into work. And
Yeah.
I didn't go to college for or uni for 4 years and all that.
Yeah.
Did that. So.
I learned everything just myself because we wanted to be rappers. We had to learn how to make
Well,
the
that's the old
tunes.
school way.
Yeah.
Because I don't like Dre and all that. They just bought equipment, right? So,
Yeah.
I just did it.
If you wanted to be a rapper or make rap music, you had to learn how to record it and that. and if you weren't prepared to source beats, you had to learn to make the beats.
Yeah.
Like, so that's how I learned everything. Just I wanted to do it. So
Yeah.
cool, man. Well, I think we'll just move on to the second break. That's been a good chat on the second part, and we'll just be back with the final third part after the break, and it'll be another track.
Stevie Creed track.
Is this going to be a Stevie Creed track on this one? Yeah, cool.
Both my guys.
Yeah, nice. I be equal. Can't have one of them moaning.
Both my guys. And obviously I've got the gigs.
Nice. Cool. Well, all the details should be on the screen for this track as well, and we'll be back in a wee minute.
Yeah. It's real life. It's real street shit right now. Yeah. Concrete jungle. Yeah. Stevie Creed, voices in my head. Listen up.
Like bang, busting clips on my iron brew can. Straighten out, you don't need. I'm an ironing man in my lab, feeding you my truth on my food bank. In cuckoo land, kicking down the store and wearing out my foot like a shoe tag. I'm indebted to fans, giving apologies. Career ascending, descending, ambitious follows me. Hip hop property, losing a lyric lottery. I feel like I'm a wannabe, shedding my velocity. Used to push up for my vanity, now got to rip muscle up for my sanity. Step hustle up and gallantly right into this battle on a saddle that imbalance me. Half of me's happy, but half of me's living a fantasy. Full-time job, a full-time gob. Turn up the heat, I'm a full-time knob. You can't really talk with the boom mic off when your girlfriend's hot with the room lights off. Lost like a cause, my balloon is still aloft. People talk behind your back when they assume you are a god. Persona taking over, to be crowned got my diploma. Ball and boulder, gigolo older bars come easy like your mum on the sofa. In the Matrix, landing my spaceship, invading your space like a bailiff. Living adjacent to hatred, gay or straight, you both like when I'm naked. Since I split the placenta, grandad flow controls my agenda. Can't understand the past like dementia. All that rapper cash your own tender. Wanker, stick my hand in that blender. Filled with tits and ass like Lasenda. Got a dick pic from your girlfriend. Her name was Brian and now her name's Glenda. Living a pressure globe, lens like a telescope. Well, I'm just trying to win a set like I'm a tennis pro. Head to toe, living in the red, waiting for debt to go. Eyes were fully open, now rappers getting woke. Carry hate, carry my banners, two-faced double standards. Fakeness chasing drama, clickbait, Instagram and cameras. Amateur rappers gaining a status. Fake asses raising glasses like your taxes with the backstabbers. Delivering, there is no equivalent. Get hit like a chin that's lingering. Swinging hard with more limbs I bring. Get pissed with things are dwindling. My lyrics aren't sinking in. This devil is so sickening, so I'm sticking a syringe in him. This rap scene don't like me, so I'm rubbing it in like CBD. They say I don't like Stevie Creed, but watch my doc on BBC. It's a hip-hop circle jerk. If you wanna jump in, I'll reserve the dirt for the grave you sit in. Talk shitting while thinking you are a murderer. Documentaries on TV doing rounds since 2003. I'm no fogey, little OT, only the real get to know me. Earn respect from real OGs, home of beats, cold hot streets, BIGs and the ODBs. It's World War Creed, it's no hobby.
Right, guys, so that's us back. Hope you enjoyed that track there from Stevie Creed. Yep, and all the details should have been on the screen if it's available and whatnot. So we're going to bash straight on with the third part, which is basically based on what accomplishments through your sort of music in your life, really, not just music, that you're sort of proud of, things that good memories you have. And after that, sort of like what you're focused on just now in your life, what you're even music-wise, work-wise, with the bar or that, maybe nights you're planning, and then if we've still got time, like anything you're thinking you'd like to get into in the future that you're thinking, I'm quite interested in this or that. You were saying about getting more into production earlier, so yeah, cool. So sort of just starting off, what sort of accomplishments through your music would you say has been big things that you're proud of that you accomplished, and also just in life, not just your music, like your BMXing and all that.
I mean, I entered comps, so I won ramps virtually every comp.
Yeah.
I did flatland for like 7 hours a day, and I think I won once.
All right.
Once, which that pissed me off, but it's still an accomplishment.
Yeah.
But ramps, like virtually a lot of the comps I did,
You won them.
quite high, so
Ah.
yeah.
Nice. So you were actually quite
that's
successful.
Like the Scottish Bicycle, was it SBFA, like Freestyle Association? So yeah.
Ah.
And then you have the UK BFA, which is the other thing. That's like going way back though. Like that's 80s, 90s,
Aye.
start of 90s. Yeah.
But you were actually
And
pretty
then
successful
it
at
just
it
became a biker.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Just doing it for fun. I got out of cops. And yeah.
So you would say you were actually pretty good at it in your day then?
Yeah. Like I did, like when I was doing it, it was more learning. Like the tricks didn't exist. Like now there's a million tricks.
Aye.
It's just like starting out DJing. Like there's a scratch, then there's 2 scratches, then there's 3, and then there's 4. Now there's hundreds.
Aye.
And you're like,
Yeah.
what? You
Yeah.
don't know there's hundreds, but if you're an actual scratch, you're like, yeah, there's hundreds.
Yeah. Aye.
Hundreds of things to do, and you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. I thought you just jiggle.
Yeah, you can.
Which is what
That's
people
what
do.
U-Turn was saying. You can just keep learning more.
And there's more
if you
things,
want.
yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
more and more
Why
to
not?
keep learning.
Yeah.
Depends how far you want to go with the scratching and stuff, really. Aye.
Yeah, and then DJing's just the decision I made to go into house music and stuff. It's like my first night was a hip hop night in a house club, so Berlin nightclub. So it was like Harry Bennett, yeah. The guy there was like, oh yeah, like come and do a hip hop night, and I'm like, it's all house music. Like I'm just gonna throw in a hip hop night in a house venue, and it worked. So it worked for years, and I ran it. It was a Thursday.
Yeah.
And it was busy. And I
Aye.
was like, cool.
And
then,
the crowd was like more a sort of just
no,
clubbing
good crowd, yeah.
Aye.
And like my friend Jarrell, so like big black guy, basketball player from Florida. I met him in one of these random nights, and then we became best friends. He lived with me and everything, and we DJ'd like loads of places. Well, you remember, like you've done a gig with me and that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we did Why Not?
Aye.
Remember? That was way
Aye.
back.
I
Remember
know,
that?
aye.
Remember the someone? John Lamont just posted a flyer, and it was like Why Not?
Ah,
And one of them was you did that.
that's nuts, eh? Aye. I forget, man.
That was way back. Yeah.
My memory's really bad for remembering, like...
I remember
how
stuff,
many-
but I don't remember dates.
Yeah. I remember certain nights and stuff, but I remember doing Electric Circus and stuff like that, too, and from that
that's
Shanghai as well.
Electric Circus is probably my biggest thing that I've done, because I DJ'd for Jeru, and I DJ'd for Big Shug and Afro Rap.
For Jeru and
All of them.
Afro Rap.
Gangstar, yeah.
Aye.
I was the DJ for them.
All right.
So I did an hour and a half set of, they did 3 songs each, but they're all together anyway. Obviously, Primo wasn't there, and Guru,
Aye.
obviously. But that's probably my biggest thing.
Aye.
But I've DJ'd to 3,000 people, and
Yeah.
I've DJ'd to 1,500 people every single week when I did HMV. So, but that's all electro house, like fast as hell music,
Yeah.
and just strobe lights and go mental. But I enjoyed that, but that was more of an intimate gig, the size of
Aye.
Electro Circus. But it was busy, but like actually doing that.
It's good, though. I like those guys.
And then I've supported people, obviously. I've done, like, even me and Ralph, like, we did, went on after 4 Owls.
All right,
So
yeah.
High Focus. We've done Dirty Dyke, DG Format, I'm Domino.
I've got a mate
Andy
that's a
Cooper.
big fan of all that Dirty Dyke, and Ocean Wisdom's his favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I've supported a lot of people, but when you support people, you're just DJing before them, and you're just a mate that DJing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's good to actually DJ for someone.
Yeah.
which I've never done it. I've done it once and then never done it again, but doesn't mean I won't, obviously.
And that
well, no, I
was-
DJ for artists, different.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
big names. I've got all the records of Jeru and all that, so you know what I mean. I've got the records of Big Shug. I've got
And just being there
and I'm playing all
on the
stuff. And then I'm
stage,
like, I'm
actually
playing it. So I'm
DJing
playing it for you,
for
and they're
them.
in front of you, just rapping away. And
Yeah.
they're like, hit a beat, and you're like, cool.
Yeah.
Like that's dope. Like,
You're almost living your dream at that moment.
yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
Aye. It's like,
And then obviously through New Fire and that, Just Blaze had him 3 times. That's one of Mad Hat. I remember said he was one of his favourite gigs.
Aye.
But yeah, that was 3 times he came. 3 years in a row.
Just Blaze. Yeah. Massive name.
And his catalogue's immense, isn't it?
Aye,
So yeah, I think worked with him, and he's
Just Blaze.
opened up. Obviously, Jazzy Jeff. That was me and Cunny in that. Like Jazzy Jeff did 99 Hanover, so we were on his mixer. Like
Aye.
he did his world tour. So yeah, there's like loads of.
You've done a
things
lot
that
of
it's
it.
just opening up for people who are coming on after them, and
Yeah.
yeah.
You and Ralph were a bit of a team.
Yeah.
That way for promoting gigs and running gigs and for
Yeah,
years.
like
for
that's
years.
Medina, and
Aye.
obviously Medina was the hip hop spot.
Medina
like,
was
for the
amazing.
longest
Loved
time.
it.
Yeah,
Used to
you
go there
guys
all the
did that
time.
as well. Yeah,
Aye.
so that was everyone.
We
But
did.
then
I
we
think
had
he-
other people as well. We
I
had
think Ralph says that Evil Residents done the first birthday bash.
probably
I
yeah.
think that's what
Yeah.
he always says. You guys did the first birthday bash at Medina. Like,
Well, I wasn't at the start of it when that's basically I just said John Mark like earlier. I won SP. Like I was in here with him 2 days ago. I bumped into him in the street and like we gonna start drinking and do stuff. And he was on about Medina starting, which was him, G-Force, Ralph, and L.
aye.
So Show and Prove.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like so they were all friends. I walked into that with my mate, like Jarrell, walked in and then we became friends after that.
Yeah.
And then I got involved in it. And then when he changed it and did the Pass the Vibes thing, is that what you're on about? Yeah.
Yeah. Aye.
So when he
Pass
did
the
showcase
vibes.
with the yellow posters, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so that was me and Sonny. So me and Sonny, who were DJing for that, I remember. So, so we were just back to back playing tunes.
Aye. Sonny's a good guy. Like, not seen Sonny in ages.
Oh no, I used to see him quite a lot, and then disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got married.
Nice guy.
Got
though.
married.
Aye. Really.
Peru.
Like, nice guy. It's a funny way to describe someone.
Well, last
but,
time I saw him, I was at a house party with him, like it was a wee while ago,
Aye.
and he was talking about going to Peru to DJ.
Right, cool.
He's like, you should come and DJ a birthday or something. I think it was. Yeah, I was in his house. Like he moved to another house because he was living with Adam Holmes.
Aye.
So he had the studio and then he moved to another house. So his newer house I went to like a wee while ago there. So
Adam Holmes got a kid as well now as well.
yeah.
Everybody's growing up and.
Oh, his new video's good. Check out his new video.
I've not actually checked it yet. No, but I
Oh,
bumped
we
into
saw the
him.
premiere here. Tommy put it on here.
Ah,
So yeah.
nice.
We watched the premiere here.
Quality.
It's a really good video.
Yeah,
It's obviously folk music.
Seriously high
Kind of
quality.
his normal stuff.
Aye.
But it's a really good video.
I seen our flyer, clip of it. Is it not got?
It's in the
like,
Highlands and he's going through in the car and yeah.
Well, not
so
right.
that
He's
one,
got
so.
Irvin Welsh in it or something.
I think so. Yeah, like they got the poem at the end as well.
Yeah, I
it
saw
cuts, it stops, and then
Aye.
you get the poem at the end. So,
Yeah. I saw a clip
Yeah.
of it, with who was in it and stuff, and I'm sure I saw it was Irvin Welsh or something. Yeah, it was like nice.
I was working the Arches. Everyone else was in the crowd. So.
Aye.
He came to see it. We were doing the Hibs and the play about going to the game and then a guy gets assaulted and dies and it's like a sad story.
Aye.
And the last show, everyone else like sitting in the audience, so they're like, "Oh shit, we got to perform in front of him."
That's nuts, Aye.
Yeah, he just turned up. That's the Arches just there. So
Is Irvin Welsh from Edinburgh? Do you live in Edinburgh?
yeah. Yeah,
alright.
just ignore the phone.
Just ignore the phone.
Is he? Edinburgh? I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. I don't know. Aye. He's quite often around in Edinburgh. You hear about
Yeah,
him
he's
appearing
been drinking in
places.
places. But
Aye.
also, that's a play that he wanted to see. So.
Aye.
Oh, Sunshine on Leaf. Wow.
Right.
Actually forgot it. Well,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a play, but
Aye.
it's under a different title, but it's basically that. Mm-hmm. And then it ends on that song, obviously. They're
Is
all
that a
singing
movie
it.
as well? Sunshine on Leaf.
Yeah, there's nothing to do with that, though.
I've
It's
seen
just
the
like
movie.
it's
Aye.
just a story about 5 guys in a pub. And then they're all just chatting away, and like someone comes in and does a whole thing, a whole ruckus.
Aye.
And then gangster guy comes in, like wanting money and all. Good.
Cool.
It was funny.
Nice.
But yeah, the whole yeah, I'd still say Electric Circus is my favorite one. But
Yeah.
that's because that's probably my biggest thing.
Aye.
To actually get to DJ for your heroes rather than before or after.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah, for me anyway.
Aye. I talk about the same things on the podcast. I got to meet RZA and hang out with RZA and that with Tommy Slack.
Yeah, we had someone from Killer Army.
Ah, cool.
Well, I can't remember what rapper it was now. Came to one of my gigs because I went to the Wu-Tang gig.
Nice.
The HIV.
Killer Army, man.
That. Yeah, I'm a big fan of like
Red
Killer
Dawn.
Army.
Red Dawn.
But
What a track.
one of them came and he's just sitting behind us DJ and we're in the booth. So, yeah.
Crazy,
so I got to meet him. Like,
Yeah, we chilled with me and Tommy and MC Dandy.
yeah.
Remember?
Dandy's, yeah.
And one of Tommy's mates as well, Steve Scarcliffe. We all got to hang out with RZA, Beretta 9 and the Black Knights.
Yeah.
And we basically showed them around town, took them out drinking, and went back to the hotel for a bit. Just spent the evening with them. It was just surreal, eh? Like chatting to RZA, just sitting talking to RZA. Like, it was mad.
I had Cash Money. I put a gig on with DJ Cash Money. He was one of my heroes. Like, and then he just texted me going, "I'm coming one day more." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I had to put him in the hotel for another day. Cost a lot of money. Him and his manager. And then we went about town. We went to all the shops and stuff, and had meals and everything. So that was a good chat as well.
Yeah.
Because he's like one of the biggest. Like back then, anyway. Like that was 90s. DJ Cash Money.
Were you involved in? I think it was Medina when Skinny Man came. Were you involved?
Yeah. We did. That's when Ronan and DZ did the live band with Aki from the Jazz Bar.
Aye.
And we did Liquid Rooms. We did that, and then we took them to Medina after it. Like Skinny Man was just like, "Yeah, let's go chill," because we finished it and we went to Medina to DJ.
Well, that's because
and
of
he
you
was
then.
running around, yeah. But
Because
Skinny
of you
Man
guys.
was on stage after Ronan and that. So,
Yeah. Well, because of you guys organising that, me and Madtat chilled with Skinny Man at that gig at Medina for ages. We sat at one of those wee booths drinking with them for hours.
Did you do another gig? Because I remember we took him there.
Yeah, I'm sure you done.
We took him there after Liquid Rooms. It was a gig in Liquid Rooms, and then we went there. So yeah.
Is that what it was? We went to Medina after the gig. Aye.
Do you remember that? Because it was a live. Because they learned.
I remember being very drunk.
Yeah, but G-Boys and DZ, they learned the music, and then they did a whole set with a live band.
Aye.
Do you remember that? No.
Nah. Oh, I remember G-Force with the live band.
The live band.
Yeah.
And DZ, though, yeah.
Aye.
So
All right enough. Aye.
Yeah. And they did that, and then Skinny Man came on. So yeah, that was a gig. So,
Yeah. No, I do remember that, and they used to do stuff with the live band. It had a name. What was the band had a funky.
STM you had as well.
Aye.
Was that Street Tech Militia?
I forgot what the band was. Yeah, but I remember they were doing that. Yeah.
STM.
Aye.
And then DSGs after that. Yeah.
I got to
Dead Set Gemini.
meet Devlin as well. That was a Studio 24 gig. Called Studio 24. I met Devlin. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've never been a massive fan of the English stuff or the grime stuff or any of that massively, but I always loved Devlin. Since I first heard him, I kind of thought, man, there's something special about him. He's just announced that he's quitting music, Devlin.
All right,
Yeah, he's just announced
I like
it.
a new wave. I like Central C and everyone. So,
Aye.
like,
Aye. No.
I mean, we've done a lot of gigs like with English rappers.
Aye.
But he's someone I like. So
I don't dislike
he's
English.
got better flow.
It's nothing to do with being English. It's just there's not a lot
it's
of
all
it.
Manchester and stuff. Like London's not it anymore. It's Manchester. It's
I'm not-
That's why I like Dirty Dyke and 4 Owls and
See, all that stuff I like, and all roots back to Task Force and Skinny Man and all that stuff.
my
I
history.
love all
My
that stuff.
history is like going way back. So London Posse and Gunshot. Gunshot was my favorite UK grip. They still are one of my favorite UK grips.
Rodney P was.
Was it Boy Blue?
Sorry, Rodney P was cool. Roots Maneuver was too like backpack hip hop for me or something. I don't know what it was. Roots Maneuver.
So listen to Blade.
Yeah.
Blade is the original stuff. Like
Aye.
I saw that. This is all the venue as well.
I remember Blade.
The venue, Gunshot at the venue. I saw
Obviously, Blade's a big name. He's got his own podcast now.
Hijack, all of them. Yeah. So all of them.
Aye.
Like that was all the venue.
Mine,
So
my
history
favorite.
came on the venue.
My favourite was like Task Force, and really Task Force. I loved their sound and that.
Yeah.
But then with Skinny Man and Rodney P and that whole lot, Maestro,
Yeah.
and so then were you guys bringing Skinny Man and getting to chill with Skinny Man? That was like massive to me. It was like, wow,
Yeah.
man, I'm sitting with Skinny Man, like, and Skinny Man doesn't really.
Well, that was Ralph. Yeah.
He's a very
Ralph did that.
down to earth guy, Skinny Man too.
Yeah.
He's not like a fucking big superstar, but
Because he had a DJ with him. I remember, like, we kind of not getting kicked out of the booth, but it was like, play some tunes, and we were like,
yeah.
but I think it was CD players.
Some people say his Council of State of Mind is. Some people argue that it's the best UK released hip hop album.
I'd probably play LB Surprise a lot. That's one of my
Oh
favorite
yeah,
tunes.
man.
LB Surprise.
And
yeah.
is it Fuck the Hook as well? Like that one.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
the
think
Hook.
so, yeah.
There's no hook, It's just Fuck the Hook. Fuck the Hook.
Fuck the Hook.
Fuck the Hook.
But yeah.
Daily Basis as well.
My thing definitely played in Gunshot and everything. That's where I was in.
Yeah.
But I'm from the generation of UMTV Raps. So I was there when that started. So
Aye.
and I used to go to my local pub.
me too, I
My
used
local
to
pub
watch.
had Sky,
Aye.
and they had MTV on a projection screen, like constantly. So
Aye.
I would be like, it's that time, whatever, 5 o'clock. I'd be like, 5 o'clock. Go to the pub to watch UMTV Raps.
My dad slowly built like a hi-fi centre in his living room. He slowly over the years bought more things, bought that, like very slowly. And now, man, my dad's living room, he's got surround sound speakers and everything, and his TV and everything. But back then, he was slowly building things. And then I remember my mum and dad getting Sky TV, and I was like creeping to 18, 16, 18 by that point. By the time I wasn't
I
even
didn't
in
have
much
that,
anymore.
So I didn't have that. That's what I said. I had to go. Like, we got a bowling alley.
Well, my dad ended up getting a hi-fi set up next to the TV, hooked into it all, and then they got his Sky. And once they had Sky and a hi-fi, boom, tape deck, and I could record MTV Euro Raps.
Well, one of my friends got Sky, I remember that. But we had a bowling alley that had like pool tables and all that, and a games room, and had a pub in it, bar in it, and that's where I used to go. It's like the only thing in Reserve that I liked. And then they knocked it down.
I remember before my parents had Sky, you used to catch Sky where you could. Like when you were out or on holiday and things, people had Sky.
I just wanted
TV.
to do MTV Raps.
Aye,
I wanted to watch because I
aye.
was like,
And then when they eventually got Sky, I remember I was getting older though, as I say. I wasn't even in much. I was out with my mates all the time, and they finally got Sky.
yeah, I'm an outside guy, so
Yeah.
I was biking, so I was never in the house.
Yeah, me too.
I was
Aye,
in from school, lunch, gone,
aye,
and then I'm
aye.
out.
I was
and
just,
that's me out till 10, 11 at night, and then
I was probably out
school
just
next day.
getting into trouble.
Yeah, well, I was out practicing. But
Yeah.
that's just because I got into 13. So my whole 13, 14, 15, I was not causing trouble. I was practicing.
Yeah.
So I was doing that.
Cool. I suppose we've only got another sort of 5 odd minutes left of this part, so I'm starting to feel tired as well. We're both a bit tired today. You've been up till 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
Aye.
5 in the morning.
I was up pretty late last night. Had a few beers. Don't know why. Totally bad decision waking up to do a podcast. But sort of like what are you sort of focused on now then? And what's sort of important to you? What you've putting all your efforts into just now?
It's mainly this place, and then trying to get more people here. Just
Yeah.
trying to. We've got different nights on, but I'm going to start more nights. I was going to start on like an MC night again. 'Cause I used to do them just when I was DJing. So it's just basically me DJing for like 4 hours, and then I'd open up and have instrumentals. And sometimes there's video footage of like 10 people in here all on the mic, grabbing the mics. You know?
Yeah.
And then it's just fizzled out.
Aye.
But then obviously pandemic and COVID
Yeah,
and everything,
yeah.
and then people not been coming back to the pubs. But people have been steadily coming back. So
Yeah.
And then I want to do. I don't know. I was like, I started DJing like Subway and stuff as well, and it's just commercial music, and I wasn't too bored because I was running this place, so I kind of backed out of that. But this is kind of my baby,
Yeah.
so I'd rather just have this as the place you want to come to.
It's
If you want hip hop, come here.
It's a quality atmosphere in here, like.
Yeah, you want hip hop, come here.
Okay, since I got here today, I've just been saying to you, I want to come out tonight. I want to come out. You're like, yeah, we're doing
need
this
to, yeah, you
tonight.
need
We're going to do this. We've got MCs on. I'm like, aye, I want to come out. It's a Monday night. It's alright. Just pretend it's a Saturday night.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like when me and Ralph were doing New Fire, people say Mondays. You know, everyone hates Mondays. That was we look forward. We did the weekend and look forward to Monday.
Aye.
That's what I mean. But it just plays on a Monday. It's easy shift here on a Monday. You know what I mean? Like in a small club.
Yeah.
Like, so how are Mondays bad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like White Keef, I did his first gig. That was Sneaky's. That was like Thursday or something. I don't know. But Monday was like the day, and we got it busy. It was like, if you look at my YouTube, you'll see videos of New Fire and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really busy, and it looks like a Saturday night, and it was a Monday.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You think you'll be busy in here tonight? Is it always pretty
hopefully,
busy?
Yeah, hopefully. Well, no, we're normally closed, so just because of the whole COVID thing. Like,
Generally speaking, on weeknights though, does it get quite busy?
it's okay, yeah. Thursday we have live music, so
Aye.
Sunday we have live music with the drums and stuff. So
Cool.
I have bigger setup with speakers, PA systems.
Oh yeah.
Friday,
you're-
Saturday, always a DJ.
So you're pretty much focused on this place, developing different nights, maybe get some more MC nights on, and you're focusing on
Yeah, my DJ setup's good.
getting
Like,
into some production as well. So that's your
and the DJ setup here is good. Like all the DJs who play are all credible. So
Yeah,
that's
cool.
what I'm trying to do. I just want people who are good.
Aye.
I'm not going to hire someone because they DJ.
Do you ever
I get that all the time.
you get many DJs like I would recognise or people would know their names or that have played in here?
Soko, yeah.
Soko.
Magic, so Tragic Pro, Connie, like all the time. Martin Valentine, Kenny Breaks, and then Jamal's just started. So Sugar Hill, like me and him and Connie and everyone do Sugar Hill,
Ah, right.
like the hip hop R&B night, and he's just started. So this is the first place he's ever DJed.
Ah, cool.
So taught him.
Nice.
He's now doing it.
Ah.
Babs, no Babs, he's Sugar
Aye.
Hill as well. The girl Kirsty, she calls herself Cindy Walloper.
Ah, yeah.
Her name's Kirsty. But
And
yeah, there's a few other people.
do they generally just come up, use your setup?
They're
do-
different setups. I've got the decks and that setup, but that's how I like my setup.
Yeah. Sometimes
but
they bring their
just
own
come a
setups.
controller or whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. So
Yeah.
there's a battle of it's Apple and Windows, and so
Aye.
it's the same thing. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like decks, I like CDs, like just stuck on their ways.
Yeah.
I just prefer the feel of vinyl. So
Cool.
I use digital vinyl, but it's just better.
Yeah.
It's just better, more movement.
I'm sure somebody would argue against you.
No, they will. Yeah, you're not a DJ unless you use vinyl, and I'm like, we'll do 10 years of carrying 160 records in 2 cases.
Yeah.
Try picking that up and doing your gigs.
Oh, no way.
Like, nah.
Carrying it on. Aye,
If
yeah.
that was 20 years ago, I'd be on that in a second. So
Yeah. Aye, I know.
I'm still a vinyl collector. I still buy vinyl.
Aye.
I still buy stuff. Or I'll buy stuff to get it signed as well at a gig. I'll be like, oh, cool. I'll buy that just to get signed. I won't
Yeah.
anyway, but I'll get it just to get signed.
I still love buying just CDs, CD versions, albums. I don't want to download them. I want the CD. I want the flat. I want the leaflet. I want to be able to read it all and all the fun from back.
Well,
in-
I've been through that. I've been through the putting it in and DJing, and it goes dit, 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 and you're like, oh,
Aye.
everyone's looking at you like, oh, what's happening? And you're like, I've not even got the next song lined up, so.
Yeah.
And you can go next, and that might just skip as well. That
Yeah.
because you've got a scratch down it or whatever. Like, same with vinyl. It's
You're in
just
the middle
like,
of like a set and then everything just goes fucked.
yeah, and it's not your fault. You've
Yeah,
done
yeah.
nothing wrong. Because there's a million things that can go wrong.
It all
Power
reflects on
outages,
you, though.
fuses going, there's loads of stuff, and you're to blame.
Yeah.
So being a DJ, it's like, and if you've got 1,500 people in front of you in a big venue, like I did HOV like every week,
Aye.
and they have bouncy castles and it's just madness. If that it never happened, so that's
Aye.
good. But if it did, like I've turned up to a gig and it's just like your laptop just stops.
Aye.
You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, like what? Just like
Aye.
blue screen of
Nightmare.
death. I'm sure you get it as well, but a black screen now. It's a black screen of death now.
Oh, when things go wrong when you're performing, and
No, your fault though.
Yeah.
You're not bad.
Yeah.
You're really good at your job. I've just done 100 gigs perfect,
Yeah.
and then one, it's just like,
Aye.
who's this guy?
Yeah.
Boo.
You're
I've
not
done nothing wrong.
blaming the
It's not
DJ.
my fault.
What's this DJ doing in here?
Yeah, you know when you're using all your little controls and your fire sticks and everything, you know it messes up constantly. Like, but that's fine. That's fine because it's you. I do it. It's like it's a problem.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, I think we can just call it quits on the podcast then. I think we've pretty much covered everything. Nothing else you
Yeah,
wanted to...
I will get into production. I'm going to make an effort.
Aye.
I should do it because I own too much stuff.
If you're experimenting, send me a beat. I'll do something with it. Or...
Yeah, I'm gonna, and I just need to get into it.
Yeah.
It's like I get into it and then my attention span's gone.
Aye.
I'm not part of the whole
If there's
Spotify,
anything
YouTube, Instagram where it's like, 10 seconds, that's it. Cool.
Aye.
I'm like, I do have time, but then
Aye.
I just kind of go, and then I phase off, and I'll do that later,
Aye.
and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm just like, I've got like 6 beats that I've messed around with and went, yeah, cool, and none of them are anywhere near to listen to.
I like making a beat and just sticking it in the folder and moving on to something else and then going back to it later and going,
I think my thing would be to make a beat and not make 10 beats and put them in folders and go, I'll finish it, or it's a thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather go, I'm doing
Focus
this.
on it.
I'm doing a boom bap hip hop track. I'm doing a house track. I just want to do it and complete it and then move on to the next one.
Aye.
I don't know, that's kind of more what I would want to do, I think.
Cool, man. Right, well, thanks a lot for coming on. Big up to DJ Beef for coming on. Another podcast completed. And thanks a lot to everybody for watching. And we'll catch you soon. Peace. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any upcoming content.